cheekyricho's warm fruit compote, ruby grapefruit juice, and artisan fruit loaf crusted up with honey and homemade mascarpone cheese. Hi, and welcome to cheekyricho's unusual winter brunch. We're going to be squeezing our ruby grapefruit and making some fresh grapefruit juice. We're making a compote of fresh fruits, and we've got this little loaf of artisan bread with whole chunks of apricots and fruit in it, and we're going to heat it up in the oven so it's nice and crusty on the outside, drizzle it with warm honey and homemade mascarpone cheese. The ingredients are in the recipe box below. You can interchange them with any flavours that you prefer or like. So let's get started. We have already preheated our oven to 180 degrees and lined our tray with foil. Now we're going to get our little loaf here and cut crosses into it. It's going to be like a pull apart. Now don't go right to the bottom. You still want to have the crust on the bottom. This is a fun family way to share breakfast or brunch. See that? You're not quite through there. Okay, now we've just sliced it right across all the way. Now we're going to turn it on the diagonal. So there's your cut marks there. Through the centre, same thing, straight down. Do not cut through to the crust at the bottom. And that's what you got now. And we're going to dissect that in the middle on the other diagonal. So there's the diagonal there. You can see that? Using a sharp knife, I find it's a lot easier to do that than using a bread knife. Now that is what you should have. Now we're just going to get our foil lined tray. We've got a little upturned sauce dish here. Has to be able to go in the oven. Sit there like that. Now sit it in the centre, and that will force it to open out so we can drizzle our honey into it. So we've got some nice fresh Aussie honey here. And we're just going to get our honey and just drizzle it into the centre and in between the layers. Not every layer. Doesn't matter if it goes on the top. And they're going to pop it in the hot oven. That honey will melt, soak down into it. It'll get a nice crust on the top of it, and it'll be absolutely divine. We got mascarpone cheese. As you can see, there's plenty of honey, big chunks of apricots in all of these cuts. Into the oven we go for about 10 to 15 minutes. We're just going to freshly squeeze our grapefruits. We've actually got a couple of glasses on standby with some ice in it, so it'll be suitably chilled and just diluted enough by the time it's ready to serve. We'll just pop that to one side, and we're on to our fruit compote now. Okay, onto our warm fruit compote. We've got a little butter, just on a low heat. Then with our apples, we've left the skin on the apples. Banana, we want to do a bit of caramelisation happening on these two particular fruits, just a little. Do this as close to serving time as possible so these fruits don't oxidise. Let's give them a little flick around. We've got some craisins or dried cranberries here. They can go in too. Nice bit of colour and bit of tartness. Okay, you can see this is just starting to colour a little bit. We're just going to send in our oranges, our strawberries, and our pineapple and pawpaw. Good sprinkle of cinnamon here, and some pure vanilla extract. Let's bring that over. Now we just want to warm these through. We don't want to cook them. And any juice that emits we want to reserve, and we're going to be having it with our fruit loaf and mascarpone. Just warm these through. Make sure they're all separate and all in contact with this lovely vanilla spice mixture. You could use nuts, you could use prunes, dates, anything that you like in this. That's what we're after at the moment. Okay, our fruit compote is nice and warm now. Just pop it into a warm plate. Nice flavours on there. Flip a couple of the strawberries over. They always look nicer if they're right side up. Handy hint here is use Navel brand of oranges because they have no seeds in them. And there you have it, a nice warm fruit compote. You can see the steam coming off it. We've got our mascarpone cheese over here. Our fruit juice is freshly squeezed. Okay, our bread is hot from the oven. Take it off that somehow. Very hot from the oven actually. So take our tray out. And there you have it. We've got our warm toasted fruit loaf drizzled with fresh honey, our warm fruit compote, a couple of cappuccinos and some ruby grapefruit juice, and some homemade from scratch mascarpone cheese. Now we're just going to drizzle this in amongst that, and it'll run out as if it was butter. Be absolutely delicious with extra for serving. I hope you enjoyed this little cooking demonstration. If you would like to see more interesting recipes and ideas, just check out our cheekyricho channel. And don't forget to please subscribe. And do come back and visit us again soon. We have so much more to show you, and we're uploading lots of videos every week. And thank you very much for watching. Have a lovely day. There you have it, cheekyricho's delicious brunch.